We're back, part 2.
Yeah.
We had a technical situation.
Yeah, I forgot to delete our old videos. We ran out of storage real quick. But no, what I was talking about with that article, they're talking about the
Wait. Review what we just did.
The Constitution. Okay.
You don't know. No, you review.
Well, we were talking about the fake news. Well, what we call fake news and how there's a bent on the reporting. And I felt like there's a way to report news without pushing your viewpoint. But you guys, what was that discussion?
No, wait. Go back to what you were doing. So this is an example, he thinks.
Yeah, exactly. So this was an example of how this article, it was about, this part of it was talking about the Supreme Court nominee.
Right.
Or a Supreme Court nominee, that whether that nominee would support a narrow reading of the U.S. Constitution, which means to me, and we talked about this, would be a literal reading, like what it meant when they wrote it, and how it still means the same thing today, right, even though we're 200, how many years later?
40.
240 years later, that meant, it means what it means. You don't read into it.
No.
And that's what the problem is. You take it.
Well, they call it a living, breathing constitution. Well, I'll tell you what. How many people would come to my house if I invited you to a poker game? But it's my house, so it's a
you make up the rules as you go.
It's a living, breathing
game,
with the rules and stuff. So I'll let you know when you win or not.
And you have a gun to tell everybody if you don't agree with my rules, I'm going to blow your head off.
Absolutely. So.
And that you would do.
Well, it'd have to be a significant amount of money for me to do.
Oh, well, okay. As long as you wouldn't.
I might just make you leave with your money on the table.
Okay. And your pants. You keep the pants too, right? Yeah. Well, that way,
Go ahead. Keep going. Say something else.
So, well, no, but again, to me, there's a bent. I think there is a way to report news that would be accurate without throwing in. I think it's possible.
What way would that be? How would you do that?
You just report what you see. You report what you hear. That's it. I mean, I believe the scriptures are that way. There's truth in everything, and so like I was saying earlier with the three gospels, for instance. They're revealing what they saw. They were eyewitnesses.
You cannot compare this time on Earth right now to those guys. I'll tell you that right now.
Unfortunately, we don't know. Well, I do. For me, I have a certain news. I mean, I read the newspaper. Well,
And he works for it too.
I have to say I don't read every single thing. I read things that really. If a headline really captures me, like I read an article about the March for Life today. They had that March for Life, and Pence was speaking there. He was the first time ever that a vice president
he was
spoke
the highest
at that event.
Yeah.
Now they did do, I think, a telecast or something in the past from another. I don't know if it was a vice president or what, but anyway, So the news source that, because I'm reading the paper, I'm reading the headlines, whatever, and I'll read the article. But a news source I go to is Moody Radio, which is it's a Christian radio station, but I listen to a program on there, Janet Parshall, which we've mentioned in our show before. And she's reporting on the news, the facts, she'll interview people. And I trust they're not twisting the truth. See, there's something right there. If you twist the truth, even though you have a
difference
world
between
view,
twisting the truth and giving your side of it. Everybody's got a side. I mean,
yeah.
Anyway, listen, I'm gonna end it with this because
we
really do.
I think we get some input from the studio audience.
Well, we're on another different show because we're small shows, Joe.
You guys were
small shows. I want to end it with this. Even during the founding days. They were impartial. The only difference was you bought your paper from somebody where you knew which side they were coming from. So the smart thing And if you had, if you could afford it, you bought like a paper from both sides, and you checked them both out, and then you made up your own mind. We will see you next time here in a minute, and I promise Joe will be not go over next time. So we'll see y'all later. Bye bye.
Hey, God bless you. Thank you.